Alright, so new Aria speed record. New record is 4:20. For those of you who don't watch a whole lot of Necrodancer, what makes Aria different from the main character is that she plays these zones in reverse order, so going from zone 4, the hardest zone, up through 1. She is stuck at 1 health, she is stuck with the base dagger, and she dies if she drops the beat. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so immediately open up to the Shrine of Darkness. This is probably the most important part of the speed run for Aria. It's certainly one of the most useful things, because it does two major things. Shrine of Darkness gives you full mapping. You can see in the bottom right corner I've got the map up. And it gets rid of wall torches. Wall torches are super frustrating for Aria because they aggro enemies. And since Aria always has to play the full map, any enemy you can avoid means you're going to be going through much faster. Now, you can see I've also now picked up the Ring of Courage, which is one of the other two most important items you can get when running Aria, or really anyone. So the Ring of Courage ups your damage by 1, and then has two other features. One is that when you kill an enemy, as you can see, I move into the space that the enemy was on. That means instead of having to take a beat to kill the enemy and then move, I've cut that down to 1 beat to kill the enemy. The other thing, as you can tell, is as you move into the enemy space, you're invincible for a single frame. And that ends up being really important because it's not just that you cut through enemies faster, but a lot of beats that you lose are spent lining up enemies so that you can actually keep moving and not get hit. But here, I can just keep cutting and not have to worry about getting hit by an enemy as I move through the level. So we're already moving super fast. I'm up to 3 damage because I also picked up the Shades, and I've got a shield spell from the first level too. So you see a brief pause there because the boss overlay when you're playing the actual game doesn't count as lost time. And since I'm freaking out because this is a super good build, I take a little bit of time to slow down. So I pick up the boots here so that I'm up to 4 damage, and I do this because I'm stuck with the base shovel, and so I don't really want to have to use many buffer beats. And especially with Banshees, where you have to buffer because they're knocked back, I want to be able to kill a Banshee in 1 hit. So I get up to 4 damage. And, you know, benefiting from super crazy good mapping. But then I give up the 4 damage to switch to the Blast Helm. And I do that for a few reasons. This Blast Helm allows you to take explosions and detonate bombs instantly. And I'm up to 8 bombs now. And the major reason I've taken the Blast Helm is because I'm stuck with this base shovel. And there's a whole lot of walls that I can't dig out. And so I want to make sure that I can quickly dispose of those walls. And the Blast Helm will allow me to do that. It does knock me back down to 3 damage, though. The other reason for the Blast Helm is both on King Konga, the boss we see here, and for Deep Blues. I'm going to have slightly faster kills, and a little bit safer on Deep Blues, because I'm not waiting for that bomb to go off. So 3 damage. This is the build that I will end up finishing the run on. No torch, base shovel. So probably, you know, could be using my bombs a little more judiciously, like here, to save a couple of beats. I didn't quite realize as I was playing through just how many bombs I had, which is a shame in terms of, you know, the few extra seconds I could have shaved, though obviously no complaints. Similar here, I probably should have just bombed. Alright, so we're already getting into the first zone. So again, with Deep Blues here, this is going to be a little bit faster. So I can throw the dagger and then just immediately bomb. Alright, so 1-1. I almost went for it because it was such a close exit to save my potion. And so for those who haven't played Aria, trapdoors count as missed beats. Using a potion, though, allows you to take 1 missed beat, so I purposefully use the trapdoor there and use my potion. This is the really only... I had super great mapping for the whole rest of the run. This is the one trolly bit of mapping. It's this last level here. And I see this, and I'm like, nope. Just knock out the shield spell for the last time. I knew at this point going into the loot that I had the world record as long as I finished the run, although I've certainly managed to screw that up before. Slightly slow cycle there. Again, probably could have been using bombs, because I still have 6 left. And you'll note that I scoot right here because the Ring of Courage, you can't go straight up or you get torched. And that's the run.